Breaking news, y'all, Arionne Curry has officially blown up social media, and this time she's not holding back. She's calling out everyone with receipts, photos, and even thinly veiled threats. But here's the real question. Who exactly is she targeting? From shady captions to cryptic screenshots, this has quickly turned into the messiest tea we've seen in months, and, trust me, I've got every single detail you need to know. Welcome back to the channel where we spill the hottest reality TV tea raw, unfiltered, and straight to the point. If you're into messy cast feuds, behind-the-scenes, receipts, and drama that keeps the internet buzzing, then honey, you're in the right place. So grab your popcorn, because by the end of this video, you'll know who Arioni might be going after, what these receipts really reveal, and why fans are more divided than ever about her latest outburst. For anyone new to this story, let's do a quick refresher, because when it comes to messy Huntsville drama, Arionne Curry's name always pops up. Arioni isn't just some random figure floating around social media. She's been at the center of love and marriage, Huntsville headlines for years, largely because of her long and complicated history with Martell Holt. Their relationship, which played out behind the scenes while Martell was still married to Melody Holt, became one of the biggest scandals connected to the show. That connection alone made her a permanent part of the conversation, whether fans liked it or not. But what really keeps Arioni in the spotlight are her public clashes and fiery social media rants. She's known for hopping on Instagram lives, dropping shade-filled captions, and letting people know exactly how she feels. She doesn't filter, she doesn't hold back, and that unfiltered energy always turns into headlines. From clapping back at critics to calling out cast members, Arioni has proven time and again that she refuses to stay silent when her name is being discussed. And let's be real, that's why fans always keep an eye on her next move. Even when she's not on the OWN payroll or appearing in the episodes, her words and actions ripple through the LAMH fanbase. Every time she hints at receipts or threatens to expose the truth, people stop scrolling and start paying attention. She's unpredictable, she's outspoken, and she knows exactly how to keep the conversation spinning around her. That's why her latest blow-up isn't just another post, it's an event. And once again, everyone wants to know, who is she really coming for this time? So let's get into the tea that has everybody talking. Arioni's explosive call-out. Out of nowhere, Arioni jumped on Instagram with a string of posts that felt less like casual updates and more like warning shots, screenshots, blurred-out photos, cryptic captions. It was a full-blown call-out session without her ever naming names. And chilly, the way she worded it. That's what made the internet lose its mind. In one post, she wrote something along the lines of, "Don't play with me, because I've got the real receipts." Then she doubled down with another caption, saying, "Y'all love to paint me as the villain, but let me remind you, I've got proof, and I will use it." Who? The tone was icy cold. She didn't need to call out names, the energy said it all. She also dropped a blurred screenshot that had fans going full detective mode. Some claimed it looked like a DM conversation, others swore they saw a familiar name barely visible in the crop. And when she added the emoji on top of that screenshot, people went wild. It was basically her saying, "I see you, and I'm ready to expose you." And it didn't stop there. Arioni added fuel to the fire with a post that hinted at threats. She wrote, "Keep talking, and I'll show everything. Y'all don't want these photos out." Now, whether she was bluffing or not, that one line was enough to send fans into a frenzy. Photos, receipts. Who could she be holding evidence against? That's the tension she built. By dropping just enough to stir speculation, but not enough to give a clear answer, she had the whole internet buzzing. Is she coming for Melody? Is she aiming at Martell? Could Carlos King or the other cast members be in the crosshairs? Nobody knows for sure. But everybody's talking, and that's exactly how Arioni keeps herself in the center of the storm. Now, the million-dollar question that has everybody spinning in circles, who exactly is Arioni calling out this time? Because chilly, she didn't drop names, but her tone left plenty of room for speculation. And trust me, the fan theories are wild. The first and most obvious theory, Melody Holt. A lot of fans believe Arionne's cryptic captions were aimed directly at Melody. Why? Because she's thrown shade at Mel before, accusing her of trying to control the narrative and painting Arioni as the permanent villain. The wording about being portrayed the wrong way had fans pointing their fingers at Melody instantly. Then, of course, we've got Martell Holt himself. Some people are convinced the receipts and blurred screenshots were about him. The history between Martell and Arioni is long, messy, and still ongoing in the public eye. Fans think maybe she's finally ready to expose private conversations, or even photos, that could flip the script on him once again. And honestly, given how rocky things have been, it wouldn't surprise anyone if Martell was the target. But hold on, there's another angle. Some folks are whispering that the shade might actually be directed toward Carlos King and the production team behind Love and Marriage, Huntsville. The theory here is that Arioni feels like the show profits off her name and drama, while she gets left out of the cast spotlight and the paycheck. That blurred screenshot, some fans believe it might tie back to producers or behind-the-scenes conversations. If that's true, WOWN might be scrambling right now. And let's not forget the wider cast. A few people online claim Arionne's posts had hidden clues about other cast members, saying her captions about fake friendships and keeping secrets could be aimed at more than just one person. Fans are pulling out old interviews, past live streams, and even digging into who unfollowed who on Instagram, all to try to solve this mystery and chile. The internet detectives are working overtime trying to piece this puzzle together. Screenshots, magnified photos, circled emojis. People are treating this like it's a true crime investigation. And the best part, Arioni knows it. By keeping it vague, she's got everybody talking, and nobody can look away. The internet wasted no time reacting to Arionne's latest storm, and the responses have been split right down the middle. On Twitter, fans came in hot. One tweet read, "Finally, Arioni is about to expose the truth they've been hiding. I've been waiting for this day." Another chimed in, "The show keeps trying to silence her, but she's got the real story. Drop the receipts, sis." These fans are hyped, convinced that Arioni is finally about to put an end to all the speculation with hard proof. But then there's the other side, those who've seen this movie before. One fan rolled their eyes and tweeted, "She's been promising receipts for years. Same story, different day." Another clapped back in the comments, "Girl, if you had real proof, you'd show it already. Stop playing games." The skepticism is strong, with people calling it just another attention stunt to get her name trending again. Instagram was even louder. Under Shade Room-style reposts, you had fans cheering her on with comments like, "Expose them all, Arione, we're ready for the tea." Right underneath, others were dragging her, saying, "She loves being messy, always talking, never showing." The back and forth was nonstop, with arguments breaking out in the replies and YouTube. Hugh Chili, the reaction videos are already rolling in. Some creators are breaking down every blurred screenshot, every emoji, every single word she posted, trying to decode her target. Others are dismissing the whole thing as a recycled storyline, warning fans not to fall for it again. And trust me, the comments are messier than the receipts themselves. It's literally a digital shouting match. One camp convinced Arioni is about to blow the lid off the Huntsville drama, and the other camp tired of what they see as empty threats. Either way, everybody's watching, everybody's talking, and once again, Arioni has the internet in the palm of her hand. When you take a step back from the screenshots, the captions, and the chaos, this moment with Arionne Curry isn't just about another messy post, it's about power, image and legacy in the world of reality TV. Let's start with Arioni herself. Every time she comes online with cryptic hints, blurred receipts, or spicy captions, the entire Love and Marriage, Huntsville fanbase reacts. That tells us one thing: whether people love her, hate her, or claim they're tired of her, she still controls the conversation. She doesn't need an OWN contract or a seat at the reunion. Her social media is her platform, and she's figured out how to use it. In a way, she's proving she doesn't have to be on the show to still be part of the show. For Arionne's image, though, this cuts both ways. On one hand, her supporters see her as bold, fearless, and tired of being silenced. They want her to expose the truth and finally force people to stop dismissing her side of the story. On the other hand, her critics say she thrives on attention, pointing out that these receipts never seem to fully drop. If she doesn't deliver something solid soon, she risks feeding into the narrative that she talks big but doesn't back it up. Now let's talk about the ripple effect. For OWN and Carlos King, drama like this is both a blessing and a headache. On one side, the buzz keeps LAMH trending and relevant because, let's face it, the fandom loves mess. On the other side, if Arioni really does have damaging receipts tied to the cast or production, it could mean serious fallout. Imagine a scandal big enough to shake storylines or expose behind-the-scenes secrets. That's the kind of thing networks hate but viewers eat up. So, is this real drama or a publicity stunt? That's the big question. Some fans believe this is all calculated. Arione knows that by dropping vague hints, she guarantees attention without actually revealing anything. It's a way to keep her name trending and maintain leverage. Others think this time might be different, that she's genuinely fed up and finally ready to drop real proof. Until she actually delivers, nobody can be sure. But here's what we do know. Arionne Curry has once again proven that her influence hasn't faded. Even without a contract, she's got the entire fanbase dissecting her every word. And in the world of reality TV, that's the ultimate flex. At the end of the day, she's showing us that receipts or not, she still has the power to hijack the conversation and make herself the headline. So now, I've gotta ask y'all, who do you think Arionne Curry is really coming for with these receipts, photos, and threats? Is she aiming straight at Melody? Is Martell the obvious target? Or could this be shade at Carlos King and the production team? Drop your theories in the comments below, because trust me, the discussion down there is going to be just as messy as Arionne's posts themselves. I'll be reading through them and I want to see where y'all stand. Team expose them all or team girl stop playing? If you enjoyed this tea, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe for more reality TV updates, and hit the notification bell so you never miss the next messy twist. Because chilly, if Arioni actually drops those receipts, you already know we'll be right here, front row, ready to spill every last drop for you.